Okay, now I recorded about a 30-minute video some time ago going through all of the events of Saint Seiya Episode G Assassin and what I think happened next. And it was borderline incoherent, so I will simply break it down into parts. This will be about the power of the Chaos Sanctuary and the power of the regular Sanctuary. This will be, of course, unscripted and mostly unedited, so I can better get a flow of these type of videos. So please excuse these imperfections. Okay, now the gladiators, we've seen them in battle. They are very powerful, possibly the strongest or comparable to gods. I would assume somewhere along the lines of the twins in the Hades arc, but possibly a little stronger. Either way, they are incredibly powerful. Now, as we've seen, they fought the Bronze Saints, the legendary saints, I should say, and they fought them in GodCloth form. I'm sorry, they fought them in GodCloth form. Now, the legendary saints are incredibly powerful, more powerful than the saints that came back to life, and they were more powerful than they were in the Sanctuary arc. Yet, fighting the gladiators was a struggle. Now, these gladiators have the the potential to break free and unlock a Chaos GodCloth, or perhaps just a regular GodCloth, but I say Chaos to further classify them. Now, this of course gives us great power. I will say again, everyone here is much stronger than they were in the Hades arc. So in this form, I would say they are quite a bit more powerful than the legendary saints were in GodCloth in that arc. And then you have the confirmed GodCloth saints. There's Cancer. We haven't seen much of him yet after he truly revealed himself, so he is a mystery in power. Mu, we've seen all of what he has. He pushed Iki to his limit. Iki and Shion even needed the assistance of Shun to fully handle his power. And then we have Virgo Shaka and Libra Doko. We have yet to see them in GodCloth form, but I am confident that we will, and that they have those forms. Now, the combination of Aries Mu, stated to be the strongest psychic, Virgo Shaka, with all of his hacks and power, Libra Doko, and his weapons, that is a horrifyingly dangerous combination. And then we go up to their Athena. I believe her name is Toma. That is it, Toma. She is the Athena after their world's Athena was killed by Aeolus. The other Athena is Yoshino. She is with the regular sanctuary. It is unknown how powerful she truly is, but I believe she is weaker than Yoshino. Still, she is Athena, and I believe it is her power that is keeping the GodCloths on the saints activated. And then of course we have the anti-pope. Now, in terms of power, he's pretty incredible. He has defeated Aeolus Zeus in his world. He has defeated Aeolus Zeus in his world after defeating the real Zeus in his world, though more than likely with the help of other saints. Now, in terms of power, I would say he is somewhat more powerful than Pope Kanan. That is, with simply his brute force power. Now, when he unlocks the ninth sense, he blows past human limitations. His power is vastly above any normal gold saint. And that is without gold cloth and without God cloth. With gold cloth, we can assume that yes, he is quite a bit more powerful. God cloth, he is possibly above any gold saint we have ever seen. So yes, the regular sanctuary is dealing with a hell of a lot right now. And now, the regular sanctuary. Unfortunately for this sanctuary, all the old gold saints that were resurrected are gone. The old gold saints being Milo, Capricorn Shira, Death Mask, Eladrian, and Aphrodite. They are gone, which is a pity because they were indeed very, very powerful. Now, as for the dead saints, Izo and Defto, who's to say if we'll see them in the story again? But there is nothing to state that we won't see them again, since they're dead and can seemingly appear anytime they wish. Now, that leaves us to the legendary saints. The Bronze Boys, the Fab Five, whatever you want to call them. They will seemingly be the main characters in the next arc, which is definitely something to look forward to. Now, in terms of power, they are pretty incredible. In fact, we've seen them to be somewhat comparable to GodCloth Saints. They are definitely not stronger than them, but they can contend with them on some level. This is definitely a good sign. They won't be completely overmatched if they have to fight one, and could possibly overpower if it's if all five of them against one, or even just like two of them. And of course, they have their secret weapon, Seiya, their sort of hope and miracle generator. With Seiya, they can simply not lose. So he is their trump card, pretty much. Now again, in terms of pure power, they're still naturally in base below GodCloth Saints. Now they presumably they actually have one Chaos God Saint on their side, Camus. In fact, he was, if I remember the story right, he basically marinated in divine water and came out extraordinarily powerful. So if he's still in the story, he's on regular sanctuary side and is one of the most powerful GodCloth Saints right now. So that's definitely a huge bonus to the regular sanctuary. One thing that they can hope for is, and I don't see why it's not possible. Well, first I should say one thing that they have is permission to use a Japanese GodCloth. I presumably don't see why they can't use it again. It is a GodCloth, it's powerful, it even withstood the power of a ninth sense Aeolus, of a ninth sense Aeolia, possessed by it even withstood the power of Zeus, it even withstood the power of a ninth sense dunamis Zeus, possessing the gold saint of Leo. So with that, they definitely have power to contend with anyone. However, we aren't confirmed we'll ever see that again, but still, they still have the potential power to unlock gold god claws with the power of Athena, or the blood of Athena I should say. Whether or not they will, it remains a mystery. But if they don't, I have a theory as to why they would not. The characters that we've seen in God Gold Claws are from the Chaos world. Now, We have only ever seen gold cloth in anime. That is not, of course, canon. In fact, gold cloth, for all we know, is not something that can even exist within the main canon. And something I've noticed within episode G, when referring to the Chaos World, they will use anime colors and not regular manga colors. But when it comes to the regular universe, they will use manga colors. So perhaps that's Okada's way of separating the universe. Regular Sanctuary, manga. Chaos Sanctuary, sort of a version of the anime world. At very least, that's my theory. Now, something we have seen is something with Iki. He has basically a combination of the Phoenix Iki cloth and the Leo cloth. I believe it's called the Aquatic cloth. Combining these powers made him very powerful. Even stood up against a bordering on 9th sense Leo Zeus. Now, this is the upgrade I believe we can see in the future arc. I certainly hope so. This would be definitely something very interesting to add and look forward to, especially because the legendary saints don't particularly use typical Goat Saint attacks. They just used to what they're using and never really need them and never really trained to use those techniques. But I would love to see a combination of these moves in the future. Now, they also have Shion. Now, we know he's very powerful, and even Shun complimented his great Cosmos. But he is losing limbs left and right and seemingly lost some of his senses. This is because he has also been summoning dead saints. This is how I believe all the saints are here. He summoned them to their sanctuary to help fight, while Chaos did the same due to some spell. I forgot what they called it. I believe they will not be doing that anymore, so we will possibly still seeing him in battle. Now, even with his limbs gone, he is still a saint with insane power. So that's something that they can compare with, say, the power of Libra Doko and Virgo Shaka. Now, what else do we have for them? 2 Athenas, more or less. Yoshino and Seiya. We've seen what Seiya can do. Yoshino, not so much, but she will soon play an important role. And of course, they have their own Pope, Kingdom, who is, of course, much more powerful than he was in the Hades arc. In fact, we've seen his great power in when they were in Hades. He blocked the attacks of the anti-Pope. Still, he does not have the 9th sense, so when it comes down to it, he would be crushed by the power of Aelio. So, overall, I'd say the regular sanctuary is at a great disadvantage. The only way I see they can win is converting more Chaos Sanctuary Saints to their side and unlocking and achieving a greater claw and relying on the power of the Pegasus Saint. This is the only combination I think they have a chance of winning. Now, there are some wrenches that can be thrown in. One is the possibility that Pontos behind a lot of this story that will put them on Chaos Sanctuary's side, making him vastly more powerful than anything we see on this chart right here. So what else? So what can they do contend with that? I have no idea. I don't know if there's a secret god they have on their side that can help. But actually, now that I think about it, they do have the aid of Poseidon. Yes, how could I forget? It might not be direct assistance, he may not come in battle, but he is 100% a line of defense, and being that it is Julian Solos with this power, he is more than willing to help, unlike Hades, who would just only assist when absolutely necessary. So yes, that is one That is one bonus that they have, Julian Solos. Still, that doesn't exactly compare to Pontos. What I hope to see is perhaps maybe even the Titans will somehow play a role in this, but that's really going out there and something I'll go to in another video. Nevertheless, I will end this with saying that it's pretty obvious that the Chaos Sanctuary has the edge, but the regular Sanctuary, well, like the story has been saying, they have the hope. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this style of video. Please like and subscribe for more. Have a good day.